Today's video is sponsored by The Kit Collective, some of your favourite classic football shirts, 100% authentic and at competitive prices. Shop on the Vinted link down below. Welcome back to the FL25 Master League. We are into the January transfer window. There is perhaps transfers happening for the club, away from the club, to the club. We've had some really good results in the last one, although we did lose our first ever Champions League game to Galatasaray. We've got games in today's episode, as well as perhaps transfer action. Depending on the transfer action, depending on how much movement there is to be made, in terms of how many games as well. I don't intend to make any signs here. Pep Guardiola doesn't want to add anyone to his squad, despite the options possibly to do so. We're not going to. We'll have to see, but we've got a good streak of wins recently. We've built ourselves back up into 4th place on 36 points. 10 points behind league leaders Liverpool, but you just never know. First game of the episode against Burnley at home, we're going to simulate. Then we're going to play Leeds away. We'll probably play Crystal Palace at home, and we see where we go from there. We have a game against Inter as well, away in the Champions League coming up. Well, simulation against Burnley on match day 21. We come away with a big 4-0 win. Goals galore at the City at the moment, and Liverpool do win 1-0 as well, so catching them is looking even more difficult. Arsenal do beat Manchester United by 4-1. Chelsea win by 1-0 against West Ham as well. So the top 4 keeps looking the same as us. 1 point off Chelsea, 2 points off Arsenal, and 10 points off league leaders Liverpool. And Stanley Hague have agreed to take City fullback Christy McFarlane on loan till the end of the season. That's a good move for him, for his development, and away he goes. Some conditioning issues in City side today. Erling Haaland Marmoush not deemed fit to start today. So it is James Trafford in goal. Also, Donnarumma who's not fit to start today. Van der Sar, Jimmer, Captain Diaz, and also Ait Nuri in that back 4. I think Roger will take the captain's armband. It's Rodri and Tierney. Ryan's in the midfield too. Ryan's now 89 rated with one Gibbs White in front. It's Riyad Cherki on the left-hand side of Gibbs White. Either can play on the left-hand side. They'll rotate in the game because it's going to look a little bit like this. Then we've got Foden on the right, Bob on the right, sorry, and Phil Foden playing the striker role. So Cherki will go into the central area like that with Bob and Foden forward. That's the way we've been playing throughout this season so far in these latter stages. That's what our role is on. As then they go with Millie in goal, it's Bogle, Roden, Bornout and Strauch the back 4, Stach and Gruev in the midfield 2, Aronson in front with Paxao on the left and Ramazani on the right, Joel Perreault ahead of Willie Nonto, Harrison, Matteo Joseph and Lucas Etch up top. No Ampadu either, he is on the bench. Well, Leeds versus Manchester City away at Ellen Road. We've been in really good form. We've been picking up points for fun. We've been playing really good football. Let's continue it today away at Ellen Road with another strong side power there, Manchester City, despite rotations and the defensive area of the game. Gibbs White, Van der Sar, back to Gibbs White, pulls it back across the box. The Rangers here in away by Leeds United and out for a throw-in for City on the far side. Not a bad start at all by Manchester City here. Going to Tajani Rangers. Back into Gibbs White. And Gibbs White hits from the near post here, saved by the keeper Melier. He's had so many opportunities to score goals for City so far, Gibbs White. And he's always just not quite done it. Gibbs White. Rangers takes it, Rangers hits it, blocks away. Nuri in for the header, straight down towards the Leeds players, and they do counter here. And a ball in behind, Jimmer and Diaz not quite as kicking. And Joel Perreault is in. And James Trafford comes out and a massive save from James Trafford. That is massive. Massive save from James Trafford. Credit to him. Shaqiri. Around the corner to Gibbs White under pressure. Gibbs White. Bob pulls him away. Gibbs White hits it. Falls to Phil Foden down the middle of the goalkeeper. Anywhere else, I think he scores. Gibbs White back wide to Van der Sar. Edge of the box. Shaqiri! Good save by the keeper again and away by Leeds once more. Diaz with a massive interception. And Rangers back forward to Bob and given straight away back to Leeds. When we rush that ball forward, we get caught out. Diaz out of position here. Ramazani's in. Poor touch. Trafford cuts it out. Gibbs White. Oscar Bob tries to knock it down into the box here. Leeds get away 0 at half time. That is something other teams have done against us. I mean, Rodrigo, Haaland, Marmoush missing. Maybe we need to bring them off the bench. Back out towards Van der Sar. Real hard work, Gibbs White. Shaqiri with a chance, deflected. Oh, deflected past the post. Why couldn't it be deflected in the back of the net? 3 points. Cross comes in, blocked by Rangers, corner ball. I think 60-minute mark comes. I know Haaland's out of condition and Marmoush today, but they're coming on. Maybe Rodrigo as well, a full change that front line. Bob. So weak from Oscar Bob. Leads in behind, Jimmer. Trying to get it through towards Trafford. Mistake at the back. Still alive here, Nonto. Great challenge by Vanderson. Reinders. Shirky down the middle. Rodrigo off the bench and he scores his first touch of the game. 1-0 Manchester City. Come on. Every goal feels massive at the moment. And that's a fantastic goal by Rodrigo. Haaland takes the free kick, interestingly. Into Shirky. Probably should score. He should have way more goals. Shirky and Gibbs-White, if they could shoot, would have way more goals. Rodrigo's starting to get in the goals, though, now. 1-0 Manchester City. Big goal by Rodrigo. They dominate possession, dominate the game. They've had some big chances as well, to be fair. Led by Reinders. Oh, big mistake by Reinders. Pirou is in. And Diaz fouls him here, and he had to. He absolutely had to, but it might mean a red card for Ruben Diaz here. How is that a yellow card? Last man. No intention to play the ball. Lucas Mecha. Just take you out. Free kick, but they could score from here anyway. Statch could hit this one in the back of the net. Into the wall, luckily for us. Shaquille Anderson. Gibbs White. Crosses in. Howled at the far post. He just misses it by a whisker. It doesn't matter how you win, but if you do win, a 1-0 win for Manchester City. Rodrigo's late goal from the 73rd minute gives City all 3 points. We're waiting for that glimmer of hope should Liverpool drop points, and it comes. Liverpool lose 2-0 to Watford. Wow. Arsenal beat Leicester 2-0. And the title race gets a little bit more heated. City ahead of Chelsea now in 3rd place, and we are hunting that Liverpool side down. Let's Crystal Palace at home up next. We've got players in form and out of form and so on. So this is the side we go with. In goals starts Donnarumma. It's Vanderson, Kusanov, Valeba and Vardy the back 4. Rodri and Tajani Ryan in the midfield 2 with Marmoush in front. DOKU on the left, Bob on the right and Erling Haaland all the way through the middle. As for them, they go with Mateta up top, Kamada and Matheus Franca in the supporting roles. Doucouré and Hughes in the midfield 2. It's Manoith and Mitchell in the wing-back areas. Diamande, Richards and Grenin in the back line. Captained by goalkeeper Walter Benitez. Can he answer some more Premier League football? Crystal Palace City's next test as we approach the end of the month of January. We'll do a little roundup at the end of January of where the team is and also look at some things for the future of this series as well. Because after January, it is Liverpool. That's the game, the big one. Can we reignite our title race from there? We can't be looking that too far ahead, though. We've got a game here today against Crystal Palace, and we've got a game away against Inter, the final match day in the UEFA Champions League. If they drop points again here today, knowing that we play them in the next Premier League match day, it might just be something happening with this City side as Marmoush pulls a trigger. Good save by the keeper, Benitez. DOKU. It's Josko Vardiel. It's blocked away and behind for a corner, but Manchester City come out the blocks firing. Vardiel is there, being beaten by Matheus Franca, the Brazilian. And he's off here, Franca. A good run. And Mateta in behind. Onside, Jean-Philippe Mateta and Donnarumma. Makes no mistake there. DOKU. Haaland. Reinders with a strike here. Another big save by Benitez. Vardiel back forward. Marmoush. Rodri. Bob. Finds Marmoush still. Vanderson. Fires it across the box. Haaland it falls to. Deflects. Back to Reinders and blocked away again. How is it not going to the back of the net? Defensively, Palace hanging on. Short to Rodri. Reinders. Crosses in. Haaland with a thumping header straight down the middle of Benitez. Labour up to Marmoush. Can't flick this onto Bob, can he? He can do. Bob White to Vanderson. Look at the space of the fullback here. Vanderson. Cross in. Blocked away behind for a corner. Gotta get the ball in quicker. Reinders 2. In. Away by Benitez. Palace panic. Vardiel wide, he can't get it wide. Half-time 0-0 like the Leeds game. City struggling for that breakthrough. Rodri. Vardiel. Difficult pass. Vardiel to run onto there. Mateta. Ball in behind. Trouble for City here, Franca. Kusanov. What a challenge by Abubakar Kusanov. The guy is electric at the back. Into DOKU. Down the corner to Haaland. Reinders. Bob. Back through to Reinders. Onto Marmoush, back to Reinders here. Tajani Reinders! There we go! City open the scoring. And it's Tajani Reinders with a goal. Fantastic finish by City's number 14. Keying that rolling around the box. Into Marmoush. Back to Reinders. Oh, it's a great finish to the bottom corner. That's what I want to see of him more. Boba for and Shaki here. And that's what I want to see more from Tajani Reinders. Scoring those goals, playing like that. Pull from Reinders. Don't have to rush the ball forward, which sometimes we do. Franke. Hughes. Mateta. Ball through. Jefferson Lerma! 1-1. Ah! Palace score. Jefferson Lerma finishes it off. So annoying. Kamada now for Deveni, I think, and Sarr coming on, but City. We're dropping points here, aren't we? Shaki. Haaland. It's Jeremy Doku! What a goal from Doku! Come on, 2-1. What a goal from Doku that is. That is special from Doku. An assist for Haaland. Really good football here by City again. Shaki through to Haaland. Onto Doku. Onto that stronger right foot. Bends it past Benitez, back of the net. Come on. Oh, good White's going to get in the end of this one. I'm expecting to. White Echeverri. Claudio Echeverri! Oh, he should score. Benitez beaten. Doku. O'Reilly. Across the floor towards Echeverri. Couldn't get under his spell. Couldn't control it before the Palace player cut it out. Baleba, brilliant read again. Gibbs White. O'Reilly. Foul by Lerma from behind. Ref! You can't keep getting away with this. Ball behind to Mateta. Baleba smashes him. Shot is wide. Advantage played, referee. Lewis. Echeverri. Rico Lewis, a terrible pass to Shaki. Full-time whistle goes, a 2-1 win. Into that game instance now in the Champions League, and we put ourselves in a good position, I'm sure. Liverpool do win 3-0 against Aston Villa. That's a shame. Arsenal, they drop points against Chelsea. That puts us up into second now on 45 points. It doesn't look like we're going to catch Liverpool, but you just never know. In the Premier League, we face them next. So fun game today's episode is Champions League action, the final game of our Champions League campaign. So far, anyway, we will qualify from what I know, but we will go into that into the sort of midway season review that we've been doing, which is going to contain quite a lot, I think, this time. I'll come to two sides, Manchester City and Inter. Let's see how they do line up against each other. Two strong sides in the Champions League. I think they are going to automatically qualify as well. They're a top team. Looking at the start 11, they look very, very good. So there is the Inter Milan side to take us on. Some good quality players in there, without a doubt. They start with Jan Sommer in goal, a back five of Dumfries, Bisek, Pavard, Bastioni and Carlos Augusto. Here's Çalhanoğlu, Berea and also Zelensky in the midfield three. Taremi's partners Lautaro Martinez up top. No Marcus Thuram. As for Manchester City, we go with Donnarumma in goal. It's Baleba at right back today. Diaz, Vardy, Lightyear the back four. Rodri, Reinders and Shirk in the midfield three. Doku, Haaland, Rodrigo, the front three. You can already guess it's going to a three at the back. Haaland, can't get in that one. Bisek gives it away. No, he doesn't. Bastione, another foul by Rodri. Chance at the start of this one. Donnarumma's had to make a save. The team effort, really. Lightyear up and away. And as far as into though, with Berea. Reinders with a good foot in. Shaki. Look at that space for Doku. And there's trouble for the opposition here. And Jeremy Doku. Inside he goes. Doku. Doku in the Champions League. 1-0 Manchester City. An assist for Ryan Shaki. And a goal for Jeremy Doku, who gives City the lead away here in Italy. Caught on the counter there. Good win back by Reinders. Shaki turns. Pings it through to Doku. They're so worried about Haaland in the box, they forget about Jeremy Doku running with the ball. And he finds a bottom corner pass. Jan Sommer, 1-0 Manchester City. They can't make the challenge there. Into playing some good stuff, to be fair to them. Taremi, what a goal that would have been. On towards Erling Haaland. Haaland behind to Doku. He's away from Carlos Augusto. Doku crossing to the box here. He's poor. And offside against Lautaro Martinez there. Looks like we're going to go in at the lead at half time. Deservedly so. The way we've played with the better side. Followed by Donnarumma, half time. Manchester City 1, Inter Milan 0. Holden, Rodri, Shaki. Into Rodrigo. White to Lightyear. Lightyear. Rodrigo! Oh, on a plate, hit it right, the Inter player. Doku against Bastione. He gets so lucky there, Bastione, because he misses the ball. Zielinski to Taremi. Switch of play to Dumfries, the wing back. Lightyear can't get it off him. Rangers chase as well. Switch of play. Out wide. Rodri goes out to it. Augusto can't be blocked by Rodri. Head away by Vardiol. Rodri makes a foul. Augusto free kick. And we're going to make some changes here. On towards the fullback Vanderson, who finds himself at right midfield here. Marmouche. Switch out to White Nuri. White Nuri, the ball in behind here. Rodrigo's gone. Rodrigo's in. What a ball. Rodrigo! What a goal. 2-0 City. Game over. What a ball by White Nuri. Credit to him. Off the ground, his passes are brilliant. That's a fantastic ball to Rodrigo, who makes it 2-0 Manchester City in that game. 3 points in the Champions League. What a ball in behind there. Dumfries and Bisek didn't read it. That touch takes it away from Bisek. And a second touch puts in the back of there. What a goal. Well, Di Marco for Carlos Augusto now. Marmouche playing a little bit more of a central role. Pulled by Marmouche. The full-time whistle goes the end of the episode with 3 points over Inter. Only 1 defeat in the Champions League. Surely that is automatic qualification. Rodrigo and Doku, the wingers on the score sheet. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please subscribe, if you are new. And we'll see you guys next time.